Welcome everyone to Chem 1405-036. This is an 8-week Flex 2 course that is about to start on the week of October 19th. This is a hybrid course where our lectures are online, posted in the modules which we will look at in a few minutes. But for the lab, we will meet through Zoom every Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. As soon as you come on the Canvas course website and click on home here, you would be on this page and you will see the course number followed by this statement which says click here to join the online Zoom class with Professor Christian at regular lab times on Wednesdays at 4:30 p.m. Click on the here link and it will open another link which will ask you to either download and install Zoom, or if you already have it installed, it will open Zoom for you to join our lab meetings every Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. For this course, 1 hour of supplemental instruction is provided Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and you earn 5% bonus for attendance. You have to be there all the time and you have to do the work. The meetings will be conducted online with Edgar Hinostroza, a very good tutor with our college. The meetings will be on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays at 9 a.m. from 9 to 10, 1 hour, and on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. from 10 to 11. In order to join this supplemental instruction sessions, click on the here link and again you will be taken to Zoom and you will be able to join the session. Attendance will be taken for both our labs on Wednesday as well as the supplemental instruction sessions. Now this particular link here, currently it's disabled because this is where you will click to go to another page on which you can access all the recordings of our lab sessions that we have every Wednesday. And finally, here is where you click for the online tutoring, a very important part of this course. Let's click there and see where we get. As soon as you click on it, this page opens up, but scroll down to where it says Chem Spot, and that's where we have our tutors. Their names are in this column, in this table. Edgar is one of the tutors as well. And here are their meeting IDs, their Zoom meeting IDs. This is where you would click to open the Zoom application on your computer to join these tutors at the times and the days given here. Okay, and these are the courses that they can tutor. Since this is Chem 1405 course, every tutor that is listed here can tutor this course. As we go further down, we see the cover page for our textbook. You do not have to buy the textbook because you already paid for the e-text version by basically signing up for the course, and the cost was deducted from your tuition. I am Professor Saumil Christian. We are not going to meet at the actual college location this semester. And so while my office number and phone number are listed here, my preferred way of being contacted is through email. And you need to contact me through your Alamo email. Otherwise, I will not get email come to me. That is how Canvas, or rather ACE's email is set up. Now my office hours are given here as Monday and Friday from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. and this can change. If they do, I will let you know by making an announcement in the class or making an announcement on Canvas, or both. But you can join me by first emailing me to set up an appointment to see me for anything, whether it's a problem in the textbook or in our course, or there is any other anything that is giving you difficulty, you can email me asking me for an appointment, and we will set up the time on these days between these hours, and then at the time that we agree upon, click on this link here, click here to visit Professor Christian during the office hours. If there are any issues with your end of Canvas, please contact Alamo College's help desk at 210-485-0555 option 2 for Canvas technical support problems. With that said, let's click on the Start Here button. This is where you start your course, and there is other way of maneuvering your way through the course as well, but this is the standard way. And so let's click here and see on what page we come to. Here you are welcome to this course, and a little bit of introduction about myself, and a video introducing you to this course will also be here. When you are done through this page, click on the next link down at the lower right, and we will come to the student learning outcomes page. These are the outcomes that you should expect to have mastered at the end of this course. Please read through them because that tells you what you should know and what you should prepare for ultimately in this course. Next page is the class syllabus page. Now here, when we click here, let's do that. We are going to be taken to the course syllabus. And here is the course syllabus opening up. First thing to notice is the meeting time. We meet on Wednesdays from 4:30 to 5:20. And then there is a small break, 10 minutes, and then from 5:30 to 9:50. Now this is an 8-week course, unlike a traditional 16-week course. We are moving at twice the pace. And every Wednesday when we meet, we will be doing 2 labs, not 1. I will be monitoring you doing the lab, more about it in a few minutes. So be ready for that part of this course. And here is the other part, the supplemental instruction part. Monday, Tuesday and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. online through Zoom with Mr. Edgar Hinostroza, and Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Again, here is my email address, office and phone number. Here you are told to contact me through your student.alamo.edu account. In order to succeed in this class, it's not enough for you to attend the weekly lab meetings or even attend the SI sessions. Obviously, you have to go through all the modules that test your understanding as well as give you instructions and expose you to the material. But beyond that, you should read the chapters in your textbook, and you should read them more than once before once you do it right when you are starting a module for that chapter, and again after you have completed the module. Okay, the modules are organized into 8 weekly modules, as you will see, and each module contains approximately around 1 chapter. Sometimes some part of a chapter may be continued in the next module. But you should read each chapter twice. The first time exposes you to the content, and the second time solidifies your understanding. Do the homework. Be prepared by doing the quizzes and the exams as well. Go to tutoring link we just saw earlier. Again, here is the textbook. It's the General Organic and Biochemistry by G. Denniston, 10th edition. Okay. ISBN number, publisher given here. All our quizzes and all our homework assignments will be online through the publisher's link that is published on our Canvas page. If you look on the left, I have this Canvas Hill Connect link, and when we click on it, and let's open it, here is the link open on my end. Your end may look slightly different, but when I click on go to my Connect section, it takes me to this page. And your end again will be different. Let's see what your end will be like. Student view. And so this is your view. The quizzes that are part of this course, 20 quizzes, 8 homeworks, are all posted with their start times, when they will be available and when they are due. Now on the left are the two options for accessing the textbook, either the smart book option or the regular e-text version. The smart book interacts with you, asks you questions, and expects you to answer them by inputting your answers, while the e-text version here is simply just the text version that you would normally come across if you actually buy the hard copy version. Let's click on that link and see what our textbook looks like. The reason I'm showing you the textbook is it's very important that you read the textbook. So here is chapter 2, but here is the table of contents. Let's look at chapter 1. You maneuver your way through this course and this textbook with these two arrows up here. Here is section 1.1 of your chapter 1 of the textbook, and 1.2, and so on. Right, so let's close this for now and go back to our syllabus. So that was our textbook. Now the lab kit. Every one of you has received an email from me giving you a voucher code that you are supposed to redeem with the company Carolina on its website. And this was given to you by me over a week ago, and I had said in that message that you should order your kits ASAP, as soon as possible, because on the first day of classes, which will for us will be Wednesday when we meet, we will start performing the experiments from the lab kit. So it is imperative that you receive your lab kit by then, since it takes them about 4 to 7 business days to provide you the kit, to deliver the kit. Now in some cases there could be some delay, in which case I can understand, but that's not very likely. So you should have all ordered your kits. Apart from your lab kit, which is part of this course, the e-text also part of the course, few other things that you definitely need for this course are a non-graphing scientific calculator. A non-graphing scientific calculator is not very expensive. It's not like the TI-83 calculator, because it's not graphing. It does not have that large rectangular screen that has a length and width of about the same size. The non-graphing version is basically a small screen where you can enter numbers, and the reason why it's scientific is because you can do some mathematical operations that you could otherwise normally not do with just a regular calculator. You will find a scientific calculator at any of the retail stores like Walmart, and it could be cheaper than $9 as well. For your meetings, you need a webcam, because I expect you to turn on your webcams, and obviously you need a connection to the internet that's stable so you can remain linked. But not just for our meetings on Wednesdays or for the SI sessions, you need your webcam and the connection to the internet for your exams. For the exams, you will be monitored through your webcam by the software known as Respondus. There are two softwares. One is called Lockdown Browser, which is the browser through which you will open the exam. It will lock down everything else, closing all the other browser windows. When you open this browser, you will get the link to install it when you take your first exam, not before that. And it will come with the Respondus software, which will monitor you through your webcams, monitoring your activity, as well as making sure that there is nobody else in your room except you. And so this software only works with a laptop computer or a desktop computer. It will not work with an iPad or a Chromebook. I repeat, it will not work with an iPad or a Chromebook. This is why you need an actual computer. If you do not have a computer, you can contact the college IT department, and the IT department will ask you to come to college the same day or the next day depending on what time you call, and will lend you a laptop for the semester. So there is no excuse for not having a computer, and the laptop that's given to you will come with a webcam. Now apart from that, in order to do your work, because this is a math heavy course with lots of calculations, you should have papers, notebooks, erasers and pencils. Please read through the course description, and the outcomes that you saw earlier are posted here as well. Now let's go to the evaluation part. Wednesday is the first day we will meet officially. But if you are not going to be there, I expect you to send me an email within 24 hours. If not, you will be dropped from this class, and there will not be any exceptions that will be made. If you miss a total of 2 weeks of classes, you will also be dropped. What constitutes 2 weeks of classes, since our class is an online class? 2 weeks of classes, first of all, in this case, will be missing 2 lab sessions. Just missing 2 labs is equivalent to missing 4 lab practicals. So that's considered officially by our college as having missed 2 weeks of class. Now apart from that, there are also quizzes online, which I will show you in a few minutes, called Test Your Understanding quizzes. Those quizzes are something you have to take as you go through the modules. Every weekly module has 2 of those. So if you were to miss 4 such quizzes, you have effectively missed 2 weeks of classes, because if you do not take the Test Your Understanding quizzes, which are not quizzes that are there for points but are only for practice, if you miss those quizzes, that means you are not going through the material, and in effect you are not attending to the class. So please make sure you take those quizzes as you go through the material, and you show up in every lab session all the time, since I will be taking attendance and monitoring you. Here is the grading rubric. An A is from 90 to 100, a B is from 80 to 89. Since there are grades between 89 and 90, what if you have 89 point something? Well, 89.1, 89.2, 89.3 and 89.4 rounds to an 89. 89.5 and higher rounds to a 90. So that means if you get 89.4 and lower, that's a B. If you get 89.5 and higher, that's an A. And the same applies between all the other letter grades. The grade distribution is such: discussion and reports are 5%. You will come across them through the course. The quizzes are known as SLO quizzes because they are directly related to the learning outcomes that we see here. So SLO stands for student learning outcomes, and they are 8% of the grade. Homeworks are 7%. There will be 3 exams that are 35%. Final exam is 20%. Laboratory is 25%, and the bonus SI is 5%. If you add up all these percentages, you will notice that it comes to 105%. So do not ask me for any other bonus, because the bonus is right here. Not only that, I will be dropping 1 SLO quiz, I will be dropping 1 homework, I will be dropping 1 lab. And of the 3 exams, I will replace the lowest exam grade with the average of that exam and the highest. So let's say you get a 60 in one exam, a 70 in the other exam, and an 80 in the last exam. The lowest is 60. That 60 will be replaced by the average of that lowest grade 60 and the highest 80, which is a 70. So effectively, after replacement, your 3 grades for the exams will be a 70, and an 80. Okay, so that's your bonus there as well. These are the bonuses. I told you all of them at the start. It's your responsibility to attend the class and not just to assume that by attending you are learning everything, because you could be attending and watching TV on the other side with your mics off. That is not attending. You have to pay attention and do your work and stress your mind with all the coursework as necessary. And the quizzes, the exams, and the bonuses are all in front of you. As I said, homework and quizzes will be online. For the homework, I'm giving you 3 attempts at least, and for the quizzes, I'm giving you 2 attempts for each quiz question. Now, the final exam is not optional. If you make all the other points and get 80% or 85% and then decide not to take the final, that means you will fail the class. Also, the final will not replace any of the other exams grades. Neither will any of the other exam grades will replace the final. This is an online class for the lecture portion, so there is no such thing as replacement exam. If for some reason, some very serious reason, you are unable to take the exam on time, then please contact me. Normally there should not be any issue because I give you plenty of time to take the exam online. I don't ask you to take the exam within a small window, but give you more than a couple of days to take the exam. The exams are timed and you take the exam once you start within that time, and you have more than a couple of days to start and take the exam. Same thing for the final as well. So course policies, as I said, your attendance will be taken and we will meet through Zoom. I showed you all the links for our Wednesday lectures for the lab portion, the SI sessions, and the other 2 links were for the lab recordings and for the tutoring. If anybody needs accommodations, please contact the disability office and they will provide me with a letter telling me what sort of accommodations you need. Please go through the rest of the syllabus in case you intend to drop the class, seeing that you are unable to cope with the material or that you have other situational reasons why you cannot continue with the course. Then this is how you will contact me and I will get an official request for your withdrawal and I will honor that request. No plagiarism. It's very important that all the work be unique and all the work be your own work. Now, this is our tentative schedule, meaning it's a schedule that is likely to change, and usually the lecture portion is the one that changes. However, since we are an online class, I will say that the likelihood is not as high as for our actual face-to-face class, where sometimes we are dragged longer than we would like. So this is the schedule we'll be following. Notice that in the first week you are doing chapter 1, in the second week chapter 2, third week chapter 3, 4 and so on. Also you are given the schedule of the labs. First week you are checking in with 2 labs, introduction to graphing and safety. Okay, after checking in, then next week you have measurement lab and measurement and uncertainty lab and exploring density lab and so on. The lecture exams are in the second week on chapters 1 and 2, then on the 5th week on chapters 3 to 5 and so on. Please have a look at this schedule. This, all the detail given here is in regards to the laboratory safety, which we will go over when we meet on the first week and we do the safety lab. All right, so with that said, let's go back to the original page and continue by clicking next. You are told about the textbook as well as the other requirements for this course. the student expectations page, please read through that. The discussion netiquette page, how to behave online, please go over it. The student support services available at all the 5 colleges, which are sister colleges. And then you are asked to sign in for the exam portion. Now, before every exam 1, 2, 3 and the final, you will be providing your signature, and you are given a quick tutorial here when you open this link as to how exactly this works. This is known as Biosig ID or Biosignature ID, and it's very straightforward. It basically links your writing style and your device to you, which ensures that this course is actually being taken by the student and not by somebody else. And if you click on this, it will open the Biosig assignment in a new window. Let's open it. If there are any issues with this page, please email me, although there should not be an issue. So you can enroll a new device, a mouse, a stylus, a touch screen, and so on. And once you follow the instructions, it will be very clear. Since I'm not on the student side, I cannot do this. So I'm going to close this window and go back and click on the next page. And there is an icebreaker discussion. I want you to introduce yourselves, name yourself and what your major is and what you expect out of this class, between 50 and 75 words and nothing beyond that. Also reply to one of your classmates. This is a graded discussion worth 10 points. Then when we click next, that's when we arrive at week 1. Now at this point, I want to click here in a new window. This is the shortcut by which you can also access the course material. And here is module 1. Okay, all the modules are weekly modules. What we went through so far were these pages: the welcome page, the student learning outcome page, class syllabus page, until the icebreaker discussion page. Right after that, when we clicked on the next button, we came to this page. So that is where all the instruction starts, week 1. So let's go and have a look. Week 1, you are learning about the following topics: the learning objectives and the tasks given here. So after you complete week 1, you will again finish reading chapter 1 from page 1 to 19, complete the Biosig assignment, okay, participate in the icebreaker discussion, take the test your understanding quiz 1, 2, homework 1 and quiz 1. Let's have a look at all that content here from just the outside on this page without clicking it. So here we see all the material, the test your understanding 1. Okay, although it says it's 14 points, it's because there are 14 questions, not that it's an actually marked quiz with points. The actual quizzes and homeworks that are for grade are at the bottom. So test your understanding 1, test your understanding 2, homework 1 and quiz 1, the due dates for which are given here, and then the wrap up. So this particular page will unlock on October 18, which is Sunday of the current week, right before our course starts. I will, however, give you access to this page, the orientation page, for the weekend. Although it says October 18, I'm going to open it up by October 16, or rather 15, and so you can at least go through this and be ready for the course. Okay, so that's week 1, week 2, week 3. Notice there is exam 1 on week 2, week 3, week 4, all the way until week 8. Finally, You can click on syllabus again, and here if you click up here you will be taken to that same course syllabus that we saw earlier, and down here you will see the summary of all the different labs as well as exams and homeworks and quizzes that are due and their due dates. Now if you click on assignments, here are the assignments that are posted and dated so far, all the homeworks, the quizzes, the exams, and the labs which we will do on Wednesdays. Okay, there might be some modification I may make going forward. If I make any announcement, I will post them here. I had already posted an announcement on August 26 earlier in the year, about 8 weeks ago. And lastly, the files page, that is where you will have access to the chapter slides. Okay, here are the chapter slides. Then you will have access to the labs. If you click here and click here, you have access to all the labs for the every week, going back, and all the exam 1, exam 2 and exam 3 study material. Wherever you see the green arrow, that's what is visible on your end. So that is our course. Please start by going down here and clicking on the start here link. Since I will be opening up the orientation page, get oriented with the course, and starting Sunday midnight you will have access to all the course material that you should be going through. As you go through the course material, remember I am available through my office at these times, and you can make an appointment and I'm happy to help. Our SI sessions are there for you to ask help and to solve for the problems that Edgar posts, and tutoring is available free of charge when you click on this link here. I'll be posting our Wednesday lab recordings here. So you have all the material and everything is in your hands and you can succeed in this class. My best wishes.